Jeff Goldblum, Bill Pullman, Vivica Fox, and the ghost of Will Smith are all present in this film. Hey, I'm Eric. This is blahfreakinblah. Thank you for joining me. Today we're talking about Independence Day Resurgence. 20 years later. 20 years later, we finally get the sequel to Independence Day. The premise of the movie basically is 20 years after the events of the first Independence Day. Are we ready for the second invasion? And the answer is pretty much no, we're not. And they come back to finish the job, which apparently drill for our planet's core? That's a mild spoiler, but I mean, that's about as thick as the plot gets, so if I just, thin, okay? I mean, the pros of the film are the special effects. You know, that it's top notch, it looks amazing, it's really, really well done, and hats off to the special effects teams. Roland Emmerich is a master of disaster. Jeff Goldblum is he's clearly the biggest reason to see the movie. It was enjoyable to watch on the big screen, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the spectacle of it, you know, the Roland Emmerich is a master of spectacle. But that does, you know, lead me to the con. I enjoy ensemble movies. I enjoy seeing movies with a large cast, with a lot of characters. I mean, it does have a great ensemble cast. But the 2-hour running time doesn't really allow for people to have much to do. The script is pretty thin. The characters are thin. Sometimes wafer thin. There's so many squeezed in that nobody has time to do anything. Some characters die in this movie. You just don't care that they die. You don't care about them. And that's it's really a problem in this film, and really arguably a lot of Roland Emmerich's films of the past 15 years, is you just don't care about them anymore. You know, they're just not compelling. They're just there. They're static. They're boring. You know, they're one-dimensional. We just don't have any connection to them, and that's a real issue for me. I mean, it's a kind of a shame, really. And in this movie, everything just feels so sterile. There was no emotional weight to any of this. The movie felt flat, forced, felt like just an exercise in special effects, and the cast was there to propel the special effects along. Overall, the film is a big, loud rehash of the original, and that's very disappointing to me. I really loved the first one. I, like a lot of you, loved the first one. Really wanted to see a sequel that wasn't just a rehash, that might have, like, you know, propelled the story along and just given us more of a good time like the first one did. Sadly, this movie is not that. It is a very forgettable film. With that said, the special effects are great. It does beg to be seen on the big screen. Jeff Goldblum is a treat to watch. My reviews being definitely see it at your own risk, or avoid seeing at all. I'm going to recommend that you see this at your own risk. You know, I feel it's worth seeing. I really do feel it's worth seeing. It was a fun movie. It would have been it was an okay movie. I didn't hate this movie. I did not hate the film. I was glad to see a sequel to Independence Day, even if it greatly disappointed me. I am not a hater of this movie by any stretch of the imagination. You know, I felt like it could have been a lot more. It did feel like a cash-in, but for the most part, the movie is well put together. See it at your own risk. I recommend, if you're going to see it on the big screen. But if not, catch it on video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Comment below. I thank you again, and I will see you guys next time.